Shane. Good to see you again, brother. Good to see you again. I know we're going to have notMYkid program here soon at the parish, and we're going to talk about a subject that's not easy for a lot of us to talk about, and it is about self-abuse, and it is about suicide prevention. So tell us a little bit what we can expect our parishioners to when they come for notMYkid.
Well, what we want to do is we want to equip both parents and youth with tools, knowledge, resources related to depression, self-injury, and suicide. Admittedly, those are very intense topics. They can seem really overwhelming and intimidating. And what we want to do is take some of that intensity out of it, take some of that fear and that mystery out of it, and make them feel empowered and more comfortable approaching the topic. Because one of the most important things we can do for someone that we think may be suicidal is be willing to ask, are you considering suicide? And then be willing to hear that answer. And if need be, sit down and hear a whole lot more than that. Be willing to listen. What brought you to this point? To be able to walk that person through that storm and hopefully get them through to the other side. We're going to be doing something similar for the students, but again, age appropriate for the youth.
Okay.
And we're going to be having some educators talking about not only how they can ask for help, the kids themselves can ask for themselves for help, but how they can get help or help someone else who is struggling, a friend, a classmate, a family member, etc.
Because, truly we are our brother and sister's keeper. And sometimes it's the friend that shares something with a friend of theirs and they're not equipped. And so they need to say something, to go to a parent and to find out, or a clergy person, and find out, how do I help this person who seems really, really depressed?
We want to be able to equip everyone that we reach with this program. We want to equip with at least the willingness and the courage to acknowledge when someone's struggling, know what to do about it, know who to go to about it, and it's so important. Sometimes a suicide intervention is not done by the person that we would anticipate. We often think it's going to be a behavioral health professional or somebody like that. I've met people who are accountants. I've met people who are receptionists, who have been the one that has met that person where they're at and gotten them through and gotten them connected to help. I know someone that did a suicide intervention on a complete stranger in the cereal aisle of a grocery store. Overheard that person saying something on a phone call and was willing to ask a complete stranger, hey, I don't mean to interrupt here.
Pushed in there.
Yeah, was willing to be, kind of step over that social boundary a little bit, but for the greater good, and say, are you thinking of suicide? And it turns out that individual actually was.
Wow. So Shane, when are we doing this?
So this event will be October 22nd after the 5 p.m. Mass in the social hall. Please RSVP online so that we can get a proper head count, and we will be done by 8 p.m.
Amen. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.